Hey, it's it's been a minute. Before this video continues, I do need to state that the title of this video is not clickbait. It is not a joke. It is not a fake video for views. I almost died. And this is a very big reason as to why I have not been uploading or recording videos. Now I'm going to explain what exactly happened, but there are certain pieces of information that I can't really state because that one basically docks where I live and where I work. But I will try and put in as many details as I see fit. It was a few weeks ago, right before the release of my Apology Tour reaction, and I believe after Avatar Season 1 Episode 9 reaction. I'm not sure about that one. It might have been before, it might have been after. Not really sure. But it was right before the release of Apology Tour reaction, and I was at work when this happened. Where I work in fast food currently. I won't be working there much longer. I'm looking for a new job, which is also another reason why I have not been uploading. But other than that, yeah, that I'm looking for a new job right now. But I do work at fast food currently, and the way that this building is set up, I'm a cashier, and basically the way that the building is set up is we have two drive-throughs, one on the left and one on the right, and then in the center, more towards the left side, there is a walk-up window. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically where customers can walk up outside, and then there will be a cashier right there to take your order while you're standing outside. And there's the menu on both sides of you. There's no walk-in option. You can't walk inside of this restaurant. There's no walk-in option. So we have the walk-up window, but that's how the building is set up. So I was working late one night, and this customer had come up to the walk-up window and gotten a small meal for himself. And then after that, my manager took his order. And then after this guy got his order, he got the bright idea to walk over to the side one drive-through and stand in between a customer's car and in between the wall where the window is at on side one. At this point, I still didn't know what was going on, and I was on the shake station. My restaurant, my fast food place, it has shakes, and I was doing the shake prep. I was putting candies in cups and everything like that for the shakes, and that's when I looked to the right where side one was, and I see this guy peeking his head into the window to kind of like look inside the restaurant. When my coworker opened it, he got startled. He was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" He got really freaked out, and then the passenger of the car that he was in between got out, said, "Get the fuck away from my car." This is where it got my attention because I was hearing the commotion outside, and I saw the guy trying to look into the restaurant. At this point, both people start to go back to the trunk of the car, and this is where the blind spot was. I couldn't see past this point. And so I started at this point to walk up to the side one window to see what the fuck was happening, because my coworker, he looks back at me with a smile because he's ready to see a fight. He's ready to see a fight because at my job we don't get a whole lot of entertainment. So he was like excited. He looked at me with a smile. I started walking up to there, and then I hear gunshots. So basically there is a skinny ass tall window right in front of the register to see if anybody's at the menu over in front of us. So what exactly happened was, first bullet comes through that window, and as I was walking, that bullet comes through the window, hits me in the stomach. I get grazed by the bullet in my stomach. Second bullet hits the guy, I believe, in the head. The victim who was taking his order out Walkup, who was in between the car and the wall. He got shot and he died on the spot. When the first gunshot happened and it came through and hit me in the stomach, I tried to duck and get behind the wall, but I ended up slipping on my ass, and I had to crawl to the kitchen for safety. My other coworker, thankfully, he was not hurt as well, but he bolted towards the back, same as I did. So luckily, no one else was hurt, but the guy who was in between the wall and the car, he did end up dying. Police actually responded pretty quick. They were right down the block from us, and they were at like they were at a gas station, I believe, and then a bunch of people had come in while they were inside, and they were like, "Yo, there are gunshots over at the cookout." And so the police rushed over here. They tried to give the guy some medical attention who got shot, and he ended up dying anyway. As soon as the shooter shot his 2 shots, he went back into the car and bailed. Thankfully, he was arrested, and he is hopefully behind bars at this point. I'm not sure how the whole processing arrests is like, but yeah, hopefully he is currently behind bars. As I was making my way to the back, my coworker was telling our manager, "Yo, there's a fucking shooting. Guy just got fucking shot." And at this point, police were in the building. I was still in shock when I went back there, so it took me a little bit to start looking at myself to see if I got hit with anything. So at this point, police come through the door. They're guarding the front area. We can't go anywhere near there. We're all in the back, all the employees, the manager, everyone. And that's when I start checking myself because, like I said, I did feel a sharp pain, and I wanted to check myself to see if I got hit with anything. At first, I thought I got hit with debris from the bullet, like maybe a piece of the wall or something, but that ended up not being true. So when I checked myself and lifted up my shirt, because like I said, I felt that sharp pain in my stomach, there was a big mark on my stomach, probably as big as a nickel. When my manager saw it, he told the cops that were in there investigating that I got grazed, and they took me outside so EMTs can check me out, see if any fragments were in my stomach, and thankfully nothing was in my stomach. I was all good. It was just a graze wound, and they said I got very lucky. They offered to take me to the hospital. I declined because I saw no point in it, seeing as there was no bullets in me or anything like that. It was just a little mark. But they did say that if I had come any closer, if I had just taken one more step or even one more inch forward, I would have been full on shot. That whole experience was very terrifying, and I needed some time to kind of collect myself and kind of like recover from that experience. And that's, once again, that's part of the reason why I haven't uploaded or anything like that, because it's been a lot of stress on my ass, especially with after that returning to work, and like just having the anxiety of that. it was a very rough experience. I even called my brother that night and I told him, "Yo, I don't know what time I'm gonna be home because the police are keeping us here for investigation, and I had to talk to detectives because me and the other employee who were out the window, we were the only witnesses who saw what happened, and I had to talk to some detectives and some police officers and everything like that, and I didn't know what time I was going to be home. So I called my brother to be like, "Yo, if mom asks where I am, just tell her I'm fine first." And I explained the whole situation and just say that I'll be home as soon as I can. I was there for about another 2.5 hours, I believe. And then after that, police left, said that we could start cleaning and everything because after that shooting, we closed down. Our GM told us to close down. So we were closed and they started cleaning. My manager clocked me out because he thought that I was going to the hospital when the EMTs took me outside to check me out. He thought I was going to the hospital, so he clocked me out, and there was no way I could clock back in, and I can't work with not being clocked back in, because if I got injured on the clock, or off the clock, then I would have to, I couldn't get workers' comp and everything like that, and, the whole thing. And so I went home and I tried to sleep, but didn't really do so well with that. So I kind of missed out a lot of sleep that night. So I slept for a while during the day. My mother called me while she was at work, see how I was doing, and I told her the situation, and she's like, "You need to get another job." So I already told her, like, yeah, I know I've been looking, and this was the last straw. So, right now I'm putting in applications for new jobs and everything. Um, so, probably by the end of this month, I will be having a new job. But yeah, that night was that was a scary experience, and I needed some time to recover and everything. I did stream a few times on Twitch to kind of help me get back into video recording and everything like that. It was kind of like my segue to coming back, I guess. But yeah, I will continue to stream on Twitch. I'm actually think I'm streaming later this week. Don't know what time. But yeah, that's the story. If you guys somehow, by the way, if you guys somehow figure out where I work, please do not go in the comments and saying it, or going online and saying it. If you somehow figure out where I work, don't know how, but if you somehow figure out where I work, please do not bombard me at work, because yeah, I just no. I hope that you guys understand why I had to take a break, and after already taking one already, I took literally a couple weeks off, and then I uploaded one video or two videos, and then again I took another break. Hopefully you guys can understand and not be upset, because I know I just took a break, but this was just a break that I had to take. But anyways, that is the end of this video. So if you guys like this video and you like what you saw, or just find yourself coming back on the regular, please do like and subscribe. It'd really help out a lot. Remember guys, if you want to see full-length reactions, then go down to the Patreon link down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys understand why I needed to take a break. But I will see you guys next time.